Croc, it's been a very big week for the club and for you personally. Can you tell us a bit about how this has all unfolded?
Yeah, so the way it came about was on Saturday before the final meeting for Sunday's game. Walshy got us into his office, Brad, the other assistant coaches and a few of the other footy staff that were around that morning, and basically told us that Brad had got to a point where he just couldn't cope with his ailment, his back any longer. Basically spoke about everyone really stepping up in his absence, that he wasn't going to be coaching for 4 or 5 weeks, and that I'd be the interim senior coach.
You talk about everyone stepping up, but this isn't just a one-man job, is it?
We see it as a real team effort. Even in my absence as a stoppage coach, Jared Moore, as a development coach, is going to step up into that role, and as well as a lot of the other football staff. We see it as just everyone really basically coming together and just getting us through this period of time.
So the players have had a couple of days to digest the news. What's their reaction been?
Yeah, they've reacted pretty well. A little bit of joviality, especially from a few of the guys that were playing here when I was interim coach previously, 2009. So there's been a little bit of that, and a little bit of congratulations. But as I said, this is definitely not about me. This is about obviously Brad, doing what he needs to do to get himself right, and basically, myself just steering the ship for all the other staff who are going to step up.
So talk us through that period in 2009 as interim coach. Does that experience help you through the next 4 weeks or so? Yeah,
I think it does. I think having sat in the chair and run the meetings and the match day, having done that for 10 games previously, gives you that experience. It gives you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. I think if you're stepping into it for the first time, there's a lot of not knowing, the unknown with it. But because I've done it, I know I'm pretty confident I know what to expect.
The club's come a long way since 2009. It might be hard to put it into words, but can you tell us how the club has changed?
Oh yeah, look, heaps have changed. Basically, we're in this fantastic new facility which we didn't have. Back then, we were still coaching out of the old social rooms. The weights room was up, where the public bar used to be over at the social club. Our meetings were all held in very, very different rooms to what we have now. So the club's just been able to go forward in enormous ways. With high performance, with bringing this facility together, and so it's very different from that perspective. But the basics of footy haven't changed since then, and I think that's something that we'll be really sort of emphasising with the players, and the players know that it's the basics that we need to get right to make us a good team.
So this week we're up against a very familiar face in the coaching box in Adam Simpson. Does that give you any extra motivation this weekend?
No, there's no extra motivation. The motivation to coach and be part of a group to get the guys up and going and feeling good about themselves and giving themselves every chance to put in their best performance this week. That's what the motivation is, and that motivation won't change from week to week. Coaching for 4 games, that's what it's going to be about, is us. Our season's on the knife's edge a little bit at the moment, and we need to start winning games of football. So we'll be planning for the best that West Coast have got to offer, but we believe that if we can play our best and bring that on Sunday, we'll be hard to beat.
And just finally, another trip down to Tasmania, the second for the year. It's become a bit of a fortress down there. The players looking forward to heading back to Hobart? Yeah,
we always look forward to going down to Hobart. I think the guys have got a really good routine going down there now, and it's great when you get down there to see the local support, the blue and white, spread all over Hobart, and we're really trying to make it a hostile environment for any teams that come down there to play against us. So, that won't be any different this weekend.